everyone, I'm Kim Cash, and in September I'm going to turn 60, and so I thought I would do another makeup tutorial. I'm not saying that I'm a great person with makeup, I'm not. I'm more of a just pretty natural, except for because my hair is blonde, my eyebrows are blonde, and my eyelashes are blonde. So I always wear mascara and maybe a little eyebrow pencil, just because, you know, when your hair is so blonde you can't really see it, and I think it makes a big difference. But that's essentially how much makeup I really wear daily. But I thought I would do a just a demonstration to show you that at 60 you can still try to look nice. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm any beauty, but I just wanted to show you what I use, which is not a lot, but I hope you guys enjoy it, so just keep watching if you're interested. So the first thing I do every morning is I take a cotton ball and I get it some apple cider vinegar on it, and I use that to wash my face. And I've done that since I was, since I was a child. My mom used to always give us a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar as just a preventative kind of medicinal treatment, or like a vitamin when we were kids. And she would give us that, and she gave us alfalfa tablets. And the alfalfa was supposed to help your digestive system. And me and my sister, one of my sisters, both would get really motion sick. So whenever we went anywhere in the car, or any kind of trip, like we went camping, and so we would always have alfalfa tablets for so we just didn't get, you know, car sick. But anyway, so I start with the vinegar. I still take a teaspoon of vinegar every morning, and I use the apple cider vinegar on a cotton ball to wash my face. And if you're not used to apple cider vinegar, some people say that it can burn their skin. So you might, if you're going to try it, you might want to dilute it first with water. I've been using it forever, so it doesn't burn my skin. But that's not to say it wouldn't burn someone else's. And I'm not a doctor, so you might want to try it with a diluted formula. Anyway, I start with that, and I've already done that. And then typically what I do is I use some kind of a lotion, and usually I use royal jelly, which is just, I get it from Jafra. But this is a Vita Infusion Marine Factor Anti-Aging Cream, and it's red marine algae, CoQ10, and vitamin C. And I also use this. So I'm pretty much out of my royal jelly at the moment, so I'm going to use some of this. And I've got a mirror here. I've got a little mirror because usually I'd put my makeup on in the bathroom. But I'm going to try to do it here. I've got a little mirror and a larger mirror, and I'm going to see if I can see what I'm doing here. All right. So what I would do then is just put some of this on. Whatever lotion you have, you know, that probably would be just the same. This is just what I have. My husband got it with some vitamins that he ordered online, and it was a sample. So I usually try samples and see if I like them. And I do like this one, and I put it all over my face. And that's just how I start. And then I got this Vitamin Glow. Let me see if I can come up close and show you. It's, who's it by? This is Smashbox. And so it's a Vita Glow primer. I don't know if you can see that. But I had gotten another little sample of this, and my son had gotten me I think it was a Birchbox or something, and I got it in that. So, and I liked it. I used it all. So this is what it looks like, and it's just a little pump. So I'm gonna let's see if it's. I haven't used it before, so it's taken a minute. And I'd use like a dime size bit and just put it on. It kind of gives you just a healthy glow. Now, I wouldn't do all this unless I was going somewhere, to be honest. You know, at home I'm definitely not going to wear any makeup other than some mascara. But if I was going to go you know, have lunch with a friend, or I might not even do it then, but if I was going out for a nice dinner for my birthday or something like that, I would definitely put on some makeup, and I might do this. But I know you're supposed to do you down your neck and stuff. Okay, so I did that. That's the Smashbox Vitamin Glow. And then typically what I would do, I don't have a lot of makeup, but I do use some basics, and one of them is this Brow Duo. You're supposed to use it on your eyebrows, but I honestly don't know why you would use this light color on your eyebrows. But I use it just like a little bit, just to dab any blemishes that I have. And I have a couple right now. I don't know why. You know, you'd think at my age I wouldn't have any blemishes, because I thought that was supposed to be a teenage thing, but oh no, I still get little blemishes. I don't know if older people do typically, but I do. I don't know if it's because I do a lot of sports still at my age, and so I have more, you know, perspiration on my face. I don't know. I just never thought that at my age I'd still have little blemishes. And I do try to really watch out for skin cancer, because as you can see, my skin is so fair that I always wear a visor if I'm, you know, out playing tennis or doing some kind of activity where I'll be in the sunlight for a long time. I don't typically wear foundation. I know a lot of women do, but it makes me just want to scratch it off. I just am not a big makeup wearer. But I do have this NARS concealer, and I use that sometimes. Just like if I haven't slept well and I've got dark circles under my eyes. So I usually sleep pretty well. If I lay down, I can fall asleep, and I've always been able to. But it does cover up the, I guess it's not really such a dark circle under my eyes. It's more like a reddish. I don't know if that's normal for most people, but for me, I get this different color under my eyes. And usually I just don't care, but if I was trying to look nice, you know, going out for a nice dinner, I would definitely maybe put some right there. And then you can see that then my eyes, my eyelids aren't the same color, so I might use a little bit. I don't usually pay this much attention, but I was going to put on some eyeshadow. And if I'm going to do that, I want it to have something to hold on to. So there's that. And another thing I like to do, because I have really small lips, I like to line my lips. And usually I just use a lip liner and some chapstick. That's what I typically use, you know, if I'm going to go out. But I am going to try some lipstick too. But this is what I would do. I just outline my lips a little bit. Oops. Show you how good I am with makeup. Where'd it go, Soph? Glad Sophie didn't need it. Okay, so I just kind of outline it a little bit. And it doesn't do a lot. And I don't do, you know how some women outline their lips and they make this huge line. I just think that looks odd. I mean, you know, if it looks good to them, I think makeup is to make you feel confident. So if they feel better with it, fine. I just think it looks odd. I try to look natural because I don't want to look really made up, but I just usually use chapstick. And the reason I like that is it moisturizes my lips. And if I'm out in the sun or outside, and if it's not sunny, if it's windy, I like my lips to be moisturized. And then what I have here is I have Rare Beauty, Confident Energy. It's this eyeshadow palette. And these colors, even though I don't wear a lot of makeup, they're so beautiful that I bought it with my daughter when we went shopping. They're like a glitter, so pretty. And so typically I might just use my finger. I have a whole bunch of brushes that I bought when I was watching some makeup tutorials, but I don't really use them, to be honest. They're just, to me, they just take a lot of time, and I'm not that good with them, so if I'm going to use something, I just use a Q-tip. And that's what I've done, you know, since I was a kid. I mean, kid. My mom didn't let me wear makeup really till I was, oh, I can't remember, maybe 8th grade. But I'm just putting a little bit underneath my eye lashes. And because my skin's so fair, there will be a little bit that drops onto my face, and then what I'll want to do is clean it up at the end. And so I know that a lot of people really blend their stuff. I'll show you how I blend mine. It's probably, well, I know it's not the typical way, but it's the way I do it. Right now it's pretty bold, very bold for me. And then, so I'm using, what color is that? Let me see. It's kind of a, I don't know if you guys can see it, it's like a bluish green. It's this one right here, which is called, looks like Soft Power. The first one is Trust, Elevate, Strong, Gutsy, Willpower, and Boost. So the green one is the Boost, and I guess I'm using the Willpower. And now I'm going to use the Gutsy. I like the names, Confident Energy by Rare Beauty. I just like the names because they're make you sound like putting on makeup's going to make you, you know, strong, which I don't know about that. And then I just blow it off a little bit. And then I don't like a lot of makeup. Not that I ever did, but also as you get older, you know, you've got, well, maybe you don't, but I have wrinkles. And I don't like to make them super obvious. And if you're putting a powder on a wrinkle, it's going to stand out, you know, way more than it would if you had nothing on. No. So I like to use creams if I can. If I can find a cream eyeshadow, I would use that because they just blend better, I think. And you see I use my finger. I've tried, you know, people talk about these blending beauty blenders or whatever. I just think they're a waste of time. But that's me. I mean, I'm not saying don't use something that you find useful. I just think it's, for me, it's a waste of time. One of the reasons I don't wear a lot of makeup is it takes time. And I'd rather spend my time doing other things than putting makeup on typically. So I don't want to spend a ton of time doing it. And then I have this one, it's called Wanderlust Collections. And this one is by Pure Cosmetics, distributed by the Lano Company, Fairview, Kansas. And this one is just pretty much all neutral colors. I don't know if you can see that. But I would use one of these, the one that's called Rio. Rio is right here. There's Paris, Tokyo, Cairo, Rio, New York, Dubai, Venice, Milan, Rome, Madrid, Belize, and Maui. And I like Maui and Belize for like the holidays, and maybe Milan. But for kind of an everyday look, I would like Cairo or Rio. And I think I'll try the Cairo a little bit. It's hard to do when you wear glasses, you know. Try to put on makeup too. So in my bathroom, I do have a magnifying mirror that is my husband mounted for me, so I can see what I'm doing and without having glasses on. And then I'm going to use, I'll blend it all out in a minute, but I have this, I buy these things because, you know, I like art, even though I'm not good at it. I love art, so I love colors. And this is a Alchemist holographic palette, and I just think it's so pretty, and it's by Kat Von D. And I bought this a while ago, but I love it. I don't use it a lot, and so these aren't new palettes that are just out, but but you can see I've used the light colors the most. And what I do is I always kind of blow it off a little bit so that I don't get a lot of fall off or fallout or whatever they call it. But I like to put a little bit just underneath my eyebrows. And then they also say, a lot of makeup people I've heard say that you should put just a dab in the corner of your eye right here. So I think it's supposed to make your eyes look more opened up. And then I'll show you how I blend it, and then you guys will probably think this is funny. But what I do is I just take a dab of my lotion, and I kind of, you know, just, you don't want to use a lot because of course that'll just take it all off, what you've just done. But it will blend it. It helps to blend it, I think. And it does it, for older women, it does it without, I think, without looking harsh. And then I'm going to get my makeup remover and just clean up underneath a little bit because I do have a little fallout. So let me grab that. This is the makeup remover I use. It's a Clinique. Let's see if you can see that. And I've tried other makeup removers. In fact, I had bought a new one when I ran out of this one because they didn't have this one at the store I went to. So I bought a different brand, and I thought it was so oily. This feels to me more like a water base. You know, it doesn't feel so greasy on my face. I have a real thing about not having greasy moisturizers, or I like, you know, I do like moisturizers, but I don't want them to be all greasy and have my face feel slimy. I'm a real textural kind of person, and so I'm just trying to take off a little bit. You know, if I was better at putting it on, I wouldn't have to take some off. But, and I just dip the clean end into the makeup remover. And I tend to open my mouth. I don't know why. I don't know if everybody does that, but I tend to. And so after I do this, you know, you could always, again, put on more concealer. You probably should do it after you put the makeup on. But, you know, I told you I'm not a beauty queen. And then one of the most important thing for me, well, I think as far as makeup, is doing my eyebrows, because you can see they don't show up hardly at all. So what I use is I have this $1 billion brows, which on one end it's got the little spiral brush to brush out your brows, and on this end it just has a little color. And I get the it's a universal brow pencil. Just trying to see if it has a specific color. It says on it 560 BB, but I'm not sure if it's just universal really. Anyway, then I just kind of go over my brows that are there. And one of my eyebrows is pretty sparse because when I was a kid, I got in a biking accident and had stitches, a bunch of stitches on this eyebrow right here. So this eyebrow is my most difficult part of my makeup because there's not much there. Very few hairs. Because the stitches, after the stitches came out, the hair didn't grow back well. And so I keep the other one. You know, you don't want to have one that's thick and one that's thin. So my eyebrows are pretty thin. Because they got to match. I mean, you don't want to have one pencil thin one and then one thick one. I would, you know, prefer to have thicker eyebrows. And I thought about even getting some tattoos on my eyebrows just so I wouldn't have to put makeup on. And if I did have darker eyebrows, I would probably never do it. My sister, who's got dark eyebrows and dark eyelashes, she never has to put makeup on. And it's one thing I wish, you know, I'd had a little more darker coloring like her. Most of the people in my family are much darker than me. So when Mom got to me, I guess she just didn't have any melanin to give me. I have one sister who's got really black hair and big brown. Almost all my brothers and sisters have brown eyes. And mine are kind of this weird, strange color. They're kind of gray. They're not really blue, they're not really green. They're different. I don't know. Okay, so that's what I do. Just kind of color in the hairs that are there. But one of the other things I use sometimes is a little eyebrow mascara thing. I use that sometimes. But then I use this. You see, I get all these little samples. This is Milk makeup, and it's a, let me see what it's called. Lip and cheek. I tried it once on my lips, but it just didn't feel right on my lips. But I use it on my cheeks just a little bit, like it's right here. Should close my mouth, should work on that. You know, all these makeup people that I see on YouTube, they always put their makeup on so perfectly, and they're not going, I don't know why I always feel like I should do that. And then I use mascara, and I've tried a lot of different mascaras. I got one that I really liked, but the problem with it was, you know, at night it got really clumpy. And this is just a inexpensive L'Oreal. You can just get it at the store. It's voluminous hydrofuge, and it's waterproof. But it comes off really easy with this makeup remover. And so then I would just do, I have so much hair. just do my mascara. And I never say really never, but I don't put mascara on my bottom lashes. I know most people do, but for me it's just going to smear, because typically I would be outside gardening or running or playing tennis, and I don't need a bunch of makeup running all over my face. That's one of the reasons I like waterproof, is it's not going to smear all over like typical just regular mascara. But the waterproof mascara does take more to come off. Like, you know, when I was young, I never had makeup removers. I just used, Mom a lot of times would have us use Vaseline. We didn't have expensive makeups. And then that's pretty much what I would do. I'm just going to go brush my hair because I got out of the shower, and then I'll come back and show you how it looks. So I forgot two things. One was I was going to include some lipstick rather than just the chapstick. And this is a, this one is, let's see, who's this by? L'Oreal. And it's called L'Oreal Pearl, P-E-R-L-E. And Rouge Virtuel. And it's a dark, it's an old one I have, but it's a color I like. And I don't use a lot. And just to give it a little bit of color. Because I've got the chapstick on, it's a little more smeary, what do you call it, moist than typical. But you can see I buy some expensive lotions, and then I buy some inexpensive makeups. L'Oreal's just a store brand. But I did get this, and I forgot to try this, Smashbox concealer. And because I like the Smashbox primer, the Vitamin Glow, I really like that one because it's very light. I thought I would try this. And this is 24-hour concealer, Studio Skin Flawless Smashbox, and the color is Light Cool. So I'll put a little on and just to try it and see what I think of it. I have imperfections, of course. Everyone has imperfections. One of my imperfections is I have like what might be considered like a little birthmark on the side of my nose. And so that's one thing I sometimes cover up. And then I'll add a little bit here. But like I said, I don't put a lot on. You can see it's very small little dabs. And the reason I did this is I wanted to try these couple products I bought, and wanted to do it, you know, and show you guys. Because I never know what to get. In fact, when I go into the store, a lot of times I say, you know, what would you recommend for an older woman's skin? And usually the sales clerks are very helpful. They'll tell you, and I say, you know, I don't like to wear a lot of makeup. I want something light. Light on my skin, not light in color, but I do want light in color too. But let's see how that looks. Maybe my nose is too light now. Okay, so that's kind of my basic makeup. Yeah, that's close. Probably so close you'll see all my wrinkles. But that's how my makeup looks, and that would be probably how I would do it if I was going to go out to dinner with my husband, like in September. we're gonna go out for my 60th birthday. We'll go out to probably a nice dinner, and maybe all the kids will come. And for that, I would definitely put on some makeup, and this might be a look that I would do. I like greens and blues, though I don't know if they're in style at all. I know that, you know, I don't keep up on the styles. But I do sometimes watch, I used to watch people do makeup online, and I enjoyed it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And I'd love to hear any comments that you might have or ideas for, I'm sure you have better ideas of how to do makeup. So if you do, and easy tips to make it not take so long to put on, then please put those down in the comment section. And if you're interested, then please subscribe to my channel. You can just click the notification bell to be notified of the next time I do a video. I do videos on baking because I love to bake, and I do videos on crafting, cross-stitching, sometimes knitting, sometimes sewing. During the pandemic, I took up watercolor and sketching, so I do some of those. I'm not a great artist, but I do love colors, and I would like to do some impressionist art. I'd like to take a class in that, so I might do that. Anyway, if you're interested, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up. And thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great day. Bye.